My roundupers, what's good? What's good? I'm here with the baddest man in the land on the tile, brother Will. How you doing, man?
All right, all right.
Will, you are here doing your thing as you always do on the tile here. Just walk me through what you got going on in here.
We got some 12 by 24s, got a assorted color here. We got it on a 3 break that creates your stair step motion that you see going there.
Oh my God.
New tile standards are not to run them hole in halves anymore, so we don't do the hole in halves anymore. We do the 3 break. We got the polished aluminum finishing off right there. We're using that as your exit border or your bull nose.
Schluter strip. Schluter strip. You turn me on to that, Will.
Yes,
we
sir.
got one on both sides here. Put your finger on both sides. Point that out there, Will.
Got a nice crisp edge coming down there.
I love it.
Make it look finished when they put all the accessories in here.
I love
Did
it.
the same tile on the floor. Got the 12 by 24s run across the floor into the closet.
What made us do light grout, Will? I'm not familiar with. I'm not used to using light grout. Was that something?
The warm gray grout was courtesy of a friend of ours, Ron.
Okay.
He matched everything up. He picked out all the tile, approved the layouts and all that stuff. So it's kind of his brainchild. He had a few more things that he wanted to do, but you know, time got us under a little bit of a crunch. So you know, we're just trying to make it look nice for the person that we're trying to present it to.
Now, what is your favorite, Will? What do you prefer, light or dark grout?
If I'm not living in the house and we're trying to sell the property, we want it to be as bright as possible. So we'll go with some lighter color grout because most people who buy homes and stuff, they don't let you wear your shoes in their house anyway.
Gotcha.
So it'll last for, you know, a fair amount of time, you know, as long as her husband's not a construction worker like myself.
Okay. Now, if it's in a house, watch this. If it's in a house that you live in, Will, tell me about that. Let me get in front of you as you walk. If it's a house you living in, Will.
If it's a house that I live in, my grout is dark. I got dark color grout because I'm a construction worker. Me too. And my wife, you know, we've had light color grout with the dogs and things of that nature. You definitely want to keep your grout on the dark side so that you just don't have to worry about keeping it as clean. Because once that light color grout gets dirty and then you start trying to clean it, and it's just never the same. It's never the same. So if you're picking out a tile that has a few different colors in it, like this tile does, always try to opt out for the darkest color in the tile and let that be your grout.
Say that again, Will. What do you mean by let's point to this one right here down here. Give us an example of what you're talking about. I love dark grout too.
So we got a light shade there, which is the warm gray color that he chose for grout. We got a darker brown there. We got a lighter brown and a light brown.
Okay.
I would have went for either the darker brown or one of the lighter browns. You know, the warm gray looks awesome with it, but it's going to be a project to try and keep clean constantly.
So yeah, that's the first thing you told me when I met you back in 2004, Will. You told me to get a dark grout.
You always want to stick with the dark grout because that light grout is it's just for show. It's not for.
To me, I just think it brings the tile out. It makes it look more. It stands out too.
Yep.
So what we got in here? Here's our roundupers. Here's our master suite here. I'm sorry, master bathroom. They don't need to see the whole thing. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I need
perfectionist. This bathroom. This is our master bathroom roundupers.
I'm gonna have to call him back. But yeah, come on in, Chris. There's enough room in here for both of us. We got a little small floor. We got
this is so cool.
A stand-up shower here. We got us fairly decent size. You can get you and your loved one in here if you feel necessary.
That's right.
We've got a stone floor.
Tell me about that, Will. That doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. Actually, the first part of it, we have to put a pan liner system in, which is made of rubber and comes up about 12 inches on each side there and 12 inches up the back, wraps over the curb.
That rubber. What is that rubber for, Will?
The rubber pan liner is to waterproof the bottom area of your tub. So when you're standing here and you're taking a shower, if any water does, penetrate, that pan liner will catch it. If the pan liner wasn't there, it would all run down onto the wood, and we know what happens when wood gets wet, it warps.
Over time.
So we definitely had to put that pan liner in there, and then we had to mud it and give it fall so that it drains when the water is running down on it.
Into the drain. Yeah,
into the drain. So it's all kind of sloped toward the drain there from each corner. It's just not sloped around the drain. A lot of people make that mistake. But
why don't you want to do that, Will?
Well, if you slope it just around the drain, your water will set in the corners. It won't run. It doesn't automatically.
He's had to save me from other people. Remember, Will? How many bathrooms have you saved me from people doing wrong?
More than two. More than two. But we got to slope from each corner, so no matter where the water falls inside this shower, it's all going to run to that drain right there.
I love it.
And we got a code-approved curb. A lot of people like to make their curb extra high and all that. You can't have it like that. You have to be in courtesy and in compliance with the code. So if there's an elderly person, they can't lift their foot more than 3 inches off the floor. You don't want to have a 6-inch curb. Then they're going to come falling out of the thing.
So what happens here, Will? What do we do here? What goes there?
We take the 12 by 24. Put it down the front, put it down the back side. 2 pieces of saluter strip right here. And then we put a nice piece of 12 by 24 running the long way. So this curb actually gets wrapped with the same tile that's on the wall.
I love it. And what we got going on in that little box right there?
Inside the box, we are going to put the stone that we have on the floor on the back wall. And then we're just going to wrap it with the 12 by 24 on the perimeters. But on the back wall there, it'll match
same as
the
that.
floor. Be the exact same.
So sexy.
And
you the man, Will. Another Schluter strip, y'all. See that what that looks like going in.
Got to keep it tight.
What makes you go to the ceiling, Will, as opposed to stopping the tile at 6 foot or 7 foot like some people?
Well,
is that something?
I do a great job tiling them. I do a fair amount of designing, but it's mostly what the person actually asks for, what they want. Ron, in this case, we talked about it, and he was like, well, if we're going to go, say 7 foot, we might as well go ahead and go all the way to the ceiling. Don't leave that little bit of, in there, because it is still a wet area, and once you put the door up here, all the moisture gets up there, and eventually you're gonna have to wipe it, mildew. It's gonna wet. The paint ain't gonna look good. It's just go ahead and tile it all the way up and let it be,
nice. Can't wait to get to the end. All right.
Yes, indeed.
The man Will. If somebody wants to get in touch with you, Will, are you on IG or what?
I am on YouTube at William Harrison. You can find me on there. You can find me at Will the Tile Man 66 at gmail.com.
What about Insta? I mean, are you on Facebook or any of that stuff?
I am on Facebook.
He's a dinosaur, so you're probably on Facebook. You're probably not even on Insta. You dinosaur.
I am a dinosaur. I am not yet on Instagram because that would just take up so much of my time following everybody else.
You on Insta though, right?
Yes, sir.
How did I know that? How did I know that?
Yo, you can see it in his face. He's a baby.
You got Insta all on his face.
I got to get him to set mine up.
Rounduppers, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this content if we have helped you at all, and share it with anybody else that's going. Well, if you could give my real estate roundup, my rounduppers one tip that when they hire a tile guy and they're doing tile, what would you recommend for them to start or not to miss? What would you say?
I would ask for some kind of visual documentation or portfolio of their work, because it's easy enough to say that I've done this project, I was involved on that project, and then they get into your house and they act like they forgot to set tile. So you've got to have somebody that
referrals
with great referrals, some pictures, some kind of something to back up what they say. Because they'll say anything to get that job, and then once they get the job and you start looking around, It's done took way too long. It looks nothing like the picture that you gave them. And just don't be afraid to ask for more information from that person, more background.
Gotcha.
Because the more comfortable that you feel with them, the better job you're probably going to get. And if they didn't work for the tile shop out of Hampton, shout out tile shop, they probably don't know what they're doing.
Listen, Will, would you say that a true tile guy has a phone full of pictures?
Yes. Yes. Because I got more pictures of my work than I got of my kids. And that's basically because my work is my kids. It's just like my kids. Before I send them off, I got to take 1,000,000 pictures of it. So that I can, because people want to know what can they do to their bathroom. So you got to start from the beginning to say the end to just walk through it step by step, but you got those pictures to show them every step of the way. This is how it's going to work, this is what it's going to look like, and this is the finished product.
I love it.
And as long as you got multiple jobs, you're going to be all right with it. But
referrals, references. You heard it from the man himself, my round-uppers. You better be listening, because I'm out here working for you. I don't have to do these videos. I'm here working because I care about you, and I don't want you to get burned like I did. How many bathrooms has Will and tile jobs has Will? Will, how many times have I tried to bring you in on a job where the man don't want to hire you, and then they end up hiring you anyway?
Because everybody knows me. You might well just give me the job. I'm going to show up anyway. It doesn't matter. You think you're going around me. You're not. You're just coming right back to me.
Good Lord. Round-uppers, I'll see you soon. I love you. Peace.